What up, guys? GangstaPranksta back with a brand new episode of Gangsta Plays. Today we are here with episode 309, but before we get into today's episode, hope you guys enjoyed the last episode, episode 308, where we played the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Yes, we ended up picking that game because the Super Mario movie was coming out, and it has come out, and it's actually gotten some pretty good reviews. We can talk about it later. I have not watched it yet, but I'm happy to see that it's having a lot of success, because that means more movies. And that's actually a franchise I wouldn't mind seeing, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. But anyways, enough about that. Today we are here with episode 309, and today we are playing a game I've been wanting to check out for a while. We are playing Gravity Rush Remastered. Back in episode 306, we played a game called Astro's Playroom. That was a fun PlayStation exclusive game. And in that game, there was a lot of Easter eggs for other PlayStation games. One of those games ended up being this one, among a ton of others. Really cool game. If you missed it, go check it out. And I was just kind of thinking, like, you know what? Maybe that's kind of a sign to try the game out. You know, I've had it for quite some time. It was always on the list to play, but I'm just like, yeah, you know what? It popped up in the Astro's Playroom thing. I think it might be a good time to check it out here. So here we are with it. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, Gravity Rush is the remastered version, but the original was actually a PlayStation Vita game. I never had a PlayStation Vita, so I'm not sure what this game's like. I think it got good reviews from what I remember. It did well enough to get a sequel, so I'm assuming so. And we were playing the remastered version. Like I said, this came out in 2015. They remastered this and I think a couple other PS Vita games and brought them to the PS4. And yeah, let's check it out. We're going to hit new game. There's a little cutscene that's going to play because it initiated as soon as I started the game, but I managed to get to the main screen, and here we are. So we're going to watch this, and I'm in a very chill mood. It's actually been quite a bit since the last episode. I did not mean for that to happen. It's been 2 weeks roughly. Oh no, this game has motion control. Oh, god damn it. Whatever, tap the apple. It's not that I don't like the motion, it's just like I didn't want to deal with it, because there's probably going to be a lot of motion stuff in the game. And when I have to like play games with motion stuff, I gotta like... Oh, you're speaking Japanese. I have to like lean back so I can make sure that the PlayStation's actually receiving the signal of the how I'm moving my motion control. And it's like, I don't want to sit like that. I'm very comfortable the way I am. So hopefully I won't have to. So far, decent little visual. Way better than what I was expecting for a PS Vita game. But even the PlayStation Portable, the first one, actually there was rumors that they're working on a new handheld console, PlayStation handheld console. I was like, what the fuck? I know the Switch is doing really well, but I think the reason why is it's because it's kind of an all-in-one. You want to play it at home, you can play it at home. If you want to take it on the go, you can take it on the go. I don't know if another PlayStation Portable game or PlayStation Portable console type console is really what the market needs right now. Like, I don't know if consumers are clamoring for a portable version of PlayStation, because so many people play games on their phones that I think they've kind of cornered the market. I mean, I know Nintendo has a piece of it, but like I say, they're in like a different ballpark. Or with PlayStation, they'd be competing against mobile and Nintendo. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it would do well. This apple is going on one hell of a journey. This is going to be like how the world happens. Like, we have one apple, it fell into a garden, then it planted itself, and then we have one giant tree, and it gives life to everybody. Gravity Rush. No remastered? Maybe they forgot that part, but there is the girl. I don't know her name. I don't know too much about her. I actually... Oh my god, that cat looks really cool. Galaxy cat. Look at that. That's actually a really cool cat. The only game I played with her that she kind of made an appearance was PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale, but I think I stopped playing by the time she came out, because she was like DLC with the Starhawk guy, and I think at that point I was kind of done with... I had moved on. Anyways, let's read this. Meow? What are you doing here? Are you lost too? Well, I don't have anything to give you, so run along and find somewhere else to beg. She doesn't see anything weird with this. I mean, she does have red eyes, so... Maybe her normal is not normal. Purr? That wasn't really a question. Here we are in the game. Okay. Right thumbstick does not move the camera. I do not like games that don't do that. I like to have control of my camera. Lost cat. Okay, she just ended up picking up a lot of speed. Jesus. There's really no... Don't tell me it's a rotation thing. Okay, maybe we can do it later, but right now I can't move the camera. We'll just explore the area. I can't even attack. All I can do is walk. The walking is pretty weird because at just certain moments, like, she will make a mad dash for things. Where do we have to go? Why can't I remember anything? Where is everyone? I'm actually also interested in what kind of game this is. I think it's an action-adventure type game. But maybe it could be horror. The intro was kind of spooky. Should I... Oh, I can even move these around. I guess we'll grab his hand. Oh, wow. Did he grab my arm? Okay, I thought he lunged for my throat, but he grabbed my arm. Episode 1, From Oblivion. Huh, let go! Please. Please, I need... Let go. I'm liking the little, like, comic style. Oh god, it's rotating now. Bother someone else. What? Wait, you don't understand. You gotta save my boy. Huh? Your boy? What's wrong? Is he in trouble? Mysterious man, he's this way. Come on, follow the mysterious man. Alright, lead the way. We're coming. Who blocked the tunnel? Is there a jump? I hope there's a jump too. Hold on, I need to get this thing out of the way. Damn, he is strong as fuck. Hello, people. An outsider. Got a light? I do not. Hello. Oh, your cat kind of reminds me of that crow. Maybe there's other animals. Galaxy animal. We're gonna call him space animal. Got a space cat. Police. What the hell? The storm is coming. Run for it. I want to see that police vehicle again. What kind of world is this? It's not steampunk. It's not futuristic, I would say. Sorry, I was like scratching my leg and I forgot that it sometimes controls the camera. I don't know what's going on here now though. Hello? I hear buttons. Is my... Okay, I can pause the thing. Is my thing supposed to be black? What the fuck is going on? Okay, hold on. Let me exit the title. Hopefully it saved my progress. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully it doesn't go black. Okay, we're looking at this guy. Your house is breaking apart. What the fuck? Unless it was a cat, it somehow triggered something? Or all I can see is black? I don't know, but that was fucking weird. Hang on, UG, Papa's coming. What the hell is going on? Oh, your son looks absolutely dead. Why'd you even leave him? What the fuck? Why would you not evacuate with him? You came all the way to the bottom to be like, yo, my son's in trouble. What's going on? Hurry, you saw him up there. My boy's trapped in that house. He'll get taken by the storm. But what am I supposed to do? That is true. Why do you think that this lady is... You're like that crow girl, right? Use your cat to get up there and save him. Crow girl? What crow girl? Oh, drop the act. I saw you plunge from the sky and land without a scratch. Use that superpower of yours to go get my boy. Superpower? He's gonna like push her off the edge. Oh, Kitty is activating something. Kitty, talk to me. It's a very cat-like thing to do. I don't have any superpowers. Okay. Never mind, they just kicked in. Hopefully this is not where the motion control is used, because the last thing I want to do is be fucking floating and flying and shit, and then having to move with the controller. I'm standing on a wall. Purr. Did you do this? Meow. Head to the tower marker. Oh, now we can look around. Sick. Now I can adjust my things. We got a jump button. Alright, these are all the things I like. Are we falling into that portal? Goodbye, UG. Is the house not even moving? It looked like it was just standing still. I'm gonna have to do some crazy platform. R1 to float. While R fall forward. R1 while floating. Okay, that was weird. That is... whatever. Seems so weird and unnatural. Oh, land on the thing. Okay, we got it. I hate this perspective. It's fucking making me want to vomit. Where the hell am I going? Hopefully we'll get better with the floating stuff. Okay, I'm gonna jump and float. There we go. Every time it kind of like switches to a new scene, I'm just like, it's gonna black out again. What the heck was that? Float, where we... this one here. I think as long as we land on the rock, we're good. We're going over here. There was something that popped up. I did not... What the fuck happened? Oh, I guess I died. Okay. Jump to this. Okay. Almost there. I don't know where there is, but... Jesus Christ. This game is not so chill. This is not what I was expecting. Oh, there's a cop. Really weird. Oh yeah, so like what I was saying is, I don't know if this is like a steampunk game or the theme, or not the theme, the setting. I don't know the setting right now. We got you, Yuji. Yeah, get him, cat. Oh, wow, he's actually helping me out. What the fuck? Kitty. Wow. Kitty's got powers. Your house is back. So is your son. Thumbs up, thank you, thank you. And his house is... I didn't know she had super strength, but it does not look like she does. Goodbye. Sorry. I tried to help. It was sliding, I tried to grip it. It didn't want to. So you gonna say something about the house? I just heard it just crumble to the ground. Yeah, I know, you're both distraught. Okay, I know. What did you do? What the fuck? You asked me to use my powers to help you. I get your son. Your house just ends up being a casualty and now you're fucking taking it out on me? What the fuck? You didn't what? I asked you to save my boy, not destroy my house. I did both. Our house! Give us back our house! But it wasn't my fault. I was trying to stop it from falling. Great job you did of that. I knew I shouldn't have trusted a gravity shifter. Bunch of good-for-nothing troublemakers. All of Mom's things were in that house. You have to bring it back now! But... I don't know if I can do that. I didn't do anything wrong. Hey, where are you going? Shifters are all rotten. You said it, Pops. Ungrateful pieces of shit. Your son was about to go into a red hole. It wasn't even a black hole. It was a red hole with a giant hand. What was I supposed to do? I was only trying to help. What is it? You see something? Some random door with light coming out of it. A door. Okay, that's kind of a creepy door. Rotate it. Open. Oh, bash it in. Kick it in. Oh, it budged. Cool. And it leads to nowhere. Trapped without memories in a world I didn't understand. Standing on the edge, staring down into the abyss. I didn't want to go forward, but I couldn't go back. What are you anyway? Were you the one changing gravity? Purr! What now? I guess we're both alone, so we'd better stick together. Brrr. I suppose I should give you a name, huh? How about Dusty? You like that? Here, Dusty. Here, kitty kitty. What, you don't like it? I think it's a great name. It's like Stardust, I guess. From Oblivion. Was that a crow? Oh, the crow they were talking about, maybe. Catch Dusty. Now, what kind of world? Okay, we're not allowed to go back. I need to keep up. Okay, never mind. No time to explore. Am I trying to grab him, or... Sorry, sir. Dusty! I don't think there's any button to catch him. You want me to follow that crow? Something. Maybe I can use this wall to get up there. Oh god, the motion. The motion in the ocean. No ocean, but lots of motion. Stop in midair. Don't know how to do that. try that again. I'm gonna jump. Did I do it? I did, yes. I was so close, I fell off again. Get these things, whatever the hell they do. Crow, why are you being a dickhead? Return to normal gravity. Aren't I gonna fall to my death? Oh, I can turn it off and on as I need. Okay, interesting. Come, Mr. Crow. Where are you leading me to? Oh, it's Crow Girl. I'm assuming she might have the same powers. This guy looks like a sensei. That girl and her crow are kind of like us. Maybe she knows something. Where the fuck am I landing? God damn it, I hate all this shit. I am landing on this roof here. Hello? Who are you? I like your crow. It's a weird choice of animal, but you know what? I respect it. She just flew away. Ooh, we get some combat situations. Let's see how the combat is for a PlayStation Vita game. Should be interesting. Oh, maybe no combat. Okay. There better be some goddamn combat in this game. All these cutscenes better not just simulate the combat. Shadows over the City, Episode 2. You came just in time. I was chasing one of these thugs down. I was chasing one of those thugs when I got surrounded and... Well, you're amazing, but who are you? Hey. Hey, step aside, will you? Wow, what a dickhead. This is the girl I just saw. She's with that crow, too. Wanted. Raven. It's not even a crow, it's a raven. Excuse me? Who are you, and what are you doing here? I don't remember. Huh? This girl, have you seen her? I said I don't remember. Look, I don't know who I am or what I'm doing here, but I think this girl might know. Really? You don't remember anything? Did you bump your head or something? I don't think so. Heh, this is like the start of one of those great suspense novels. No, get away! This is one of the bad guys, right? What the hell are those? He kind of had it coming, right? He was an asshole. Beating up the cop. Okay, we actually get some combat. What are those things? Defeat the monsters. Any other moves? I want to try a jump kick. There is a jump kick. I don't think it'll connect. Okay, the kicks are nice. They are better than what I thought it was going to be. I think I can dodge those slow-moving beams. Not again. While floating, gravity kick. So if I lock on and kick... Yep, that's exactly how that works. That's actually cool. I like that. Bam! That one didn't die. I better take care of that straggler. Hold on, I want that thing. Enemy marker. Enemy positions are indicated by a red enemy marker. When an enemy is off screen, the marker changes to an arrow to indicate its relative direction. Move the camera with the R stick to locate the enemy. Can I have this? Thank you. I'm going to gravity kick your face. Boom! I think my gravity's about to run out. First that storm, now those monsters. What's going on around here? Yo, Officer Sid! Where are you, man? You need to get out of here. Huh? Why? Listen, the powers that be don't care for you shifters. You make them feel less, well, powerful. I guess we'll go right. An unknown with superpowers who just happens to show up at the same time as the monsters. You don't want anyone making the logical connection. What connection? Look, just leave the explanations to me. I'll take care of things. If you say so. Good. Now get going. We'll meet again, Shifter. Yo, Sid, where are you? It was the day the monsters came and attacked the city. I didn't know it yet, but that strange police officer, Sid, was going to play a big part in the events to come, and I never would have guessed the part I myself would play. City shaken, recent rise in unexplained phenomena. Mayor Bolsey, it's a fun name, labels the monsters Nivy, form special police unit to deal with the new menace. Officer Sid single-handedly takes down Nevi, apprehends thugs in process. My god. You should promote him. Hello? There you are. I was worried the city'd forgotten to send someone. Huh? The city? Hey, this is no time for kidding around. You need to hurry up and refuel the fountain. It ran dry a few minutes ago. Fountain? What fountain? How do you refuel a fountain anyway? Sigh. It's so hard to find good help these days. Look, I don't have time to explain. Just get over there. You know where the fountain is, don't you? Here, take this map just in case. Was I working for the city before? I can't remember. Yeah, Roger, I'll get right on that. Thanks for the map. Yeah, appreciate you. Shadows over the city. We're going to view the map because I have no other option. Map looks kind of big, but looks can be deceiving from above. Select the story mission icon. The fountain, got it. I'll see you there. And don't dawdle. Dawdle? The fuck? Yes, sir. What have I gotten myself into? I'd better get over there. Cool. So now we have reign of the map. Can we just do whatever the fuck we want, or are we forced to go to the mission? Like, can I just go? No. Okay. No. Not allowed to explore and have fun. God damn it. I hate those kind of games. I do like my linear games, but at the same time, I'm an explorer kind of person. I want to just go about my my adventure. Sorry about that. Oh my god, I am floating away. Get down. There we go. Holy shit. Here's the fountain. We got a kid with his wiener out. He's covering the wiener. And he's sitting on a frog that's sitting on a turtle. Begin the mission. I mean, I don't have much choice. I can't fucking explore. Just kidnap me. You know what? We'll see if we can just mess around here, or is it just gonna kidnap me? Can't talk to you. I wanted to buy something from the little food truck. Yeah, I don't think we have many options on what to do, so I guess we'll just start the mission. What is down here? Is there a subway? I'm expecting to be taken any... Yep, there it is. Yeah, I guess we'll start the mission, because, wow, it threw me all the way back here. What the fuck? Okay, I'm back, officer. It actually wasn't that bad. I just basically flew here with my floating powers. It's about time. You better get started collecting fuel. Collecting fuel, right. How do I do that? What is this, your first day on the job? You need to grab those precious gems floating in the air and bring them down to fuel the furnace. So I have to collect floating gems. Stay with me, kid. This is serious business. Now get up there and grab those gems. Yeah, I'll do my best. Which is kind of weird because, like, everyone seems to hate the floating people, the shifters. And now he's like, yeah, we got to use your special abilities. Let's see if I can grab this. I'm gonna run out of juice. Hold on, get down before I fucking fall in that pit. Whoa, that was fucking close. Let's see if I can just parkour here. Oh, I can. That's not bad. We got the juice back. Let's float. I don't feel like there's ever going to be some downtime in this game. This doesn't seem like the type of game to just kind of mess around and chill. There's always going to be some dialogue or something. And if that's the case, then I will just abandon the dialogue and just talk. Did I get 10? Is this the last one? And stop. Am I gonna fall from this building? Oh, it actually, okay, cool. There's a little ledge here, that's awesome. Can I jump down here? Actually, if I jump and then catch myself with the float, I should be able to... Yeah, beautiful. But I want to see if there is fall damage, eventually. Okay, so I got the precious gems you asked for. What do I do with them? That was quick. Not bad for a first-timer. All you gotta do is throw them in the furnace right here to get it started. Will do. That poor kid I nailed. Fix Ald Noir's fountain. Gems required 7. Yeah, I got 10. You can have them all. What kind of fountain? Okay, it spews water. They kept saying furnace. So a furnace and a fountain? Whatever. Well done, well done. You didn't even use an insta-collector to grab those gems. I'll be sure to put in a good word for you with the city. In fact, would you be willing to work full-time for us? Getting all the other city facilities up and running, it'd be a snap for someone with your skill. Wow, I must have really impressed them. Feels kinda nice. Sure, I'd be happy to help with other facilities, but can I stay part-time? Yeah, I suppose, if that's more your thing. Such terrible waste of your talents, though. Anyway, here, take these 3 gems as pay for a job well done. Isn't it nice to get paid for your services? If you ever change your mind about going full-time, just let me know. Thank you, sir. And I just saw that little dialogue at the bottom. Weren't these some of the gems I just collected? And I'm pretty sure they are. Customize screen tab. We got side missions, we got challenges, we got stories. Jesus, there's quite a bit. I can upgrade my powers. Does it want me to upgrade the gauge usage power? Yeah, gotcha. Cool, cool. Phew, I'm exhausted. I better get started. I did not read the rest. We got a dialogue thing there. We got something here. I'm assuming that's a mission. Oh, actually we might have... We got a challenge... Okay, so the green is a challenge mission. The blue gives me information, and the pink... I think I'm the pink. But the red is the next location that I gotta go to. Okay, so can I just... Hold on, I'm gonna get that gem. Actually, there's quite a bit of gems. I thought they were gonna be very sparse. I think I just knocked a lady into the fucking ether with me. Which is kind of funny. But I thought these crystals were gonna be sparse. Okay, hold on. Go to the ground. Go to the ground. But it seems like a very open collectible. No, 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 no. Wait, get... There we go. I thought I was gonna float away. I just wanted to make it on this roof. Okay, so now I think I have full control of the city. And I can do whatever the hell I want. Now we can just chill. We can talk. What's up? It's been a little bit. I did not mean for there to be such a gap between this episode and the last episode. To be honest, the thing that really fucking threw me off of my recording stuff was the figure video. If you have not seen this month's figure video, or I guess it'd be March's figure video, but it comes out in April, but it's March's video. That thing fucking just took me forever. Edit and record. I don't know what fucking happened with that video. It just ended up taking me forever. I thought the recording was going well. It's like the start of the video was like, alright, it's pretty smooth. Alright, we're going through everything pretty fast. And then it just fucking hit a hard stop. And yeah, I don't know how it ended up being that long. It was actually way longer. And to edit the whole thing into a nice concise video, because I edited it into a nice concise video and then I edited some more. I think the video still turned out alright. Like, it was a good video. It was just fucking way too long. It reminded me of my like old universe videos, and those took fucking years off my life editing all that shit. That was a whole ordeal. So, if you have not watched it, go check it out. It was a good one. Got a lot of cool stuff last month. A lot of effort went into the video, so if you haven't watched it, I appreciate it if you can go check it out. If you're into it, if not, you know, that's fine. Can't make you watch anything I put out. Actually, speaking of stuff I just put out, started my new playthrough. So along with Gotham Knights, started my new playthrough of South Park, The Fractured Butthole. You know, we previously did South Park Stick of Truth like a really long time ago on the channel. And, you know, I was looking for another series to do, and I was kind of weighing my options, and it ended up being South Park. And I would say so far it's been a pretty fun time. But other than that, what have I been up to? I've yeah, like I said, the past 2 weeks have kind of just been a blur. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned that. Just from the last video to this video, or Gangster Plays wise, I've just had like the most terrible sleep I've had in quite some time. Days have just been fucking flying by. It's been insane. Like, I can't believe it's been over 2 weeks since I did my last episode of Gangster Plays. Like, it does not feel that long, but it's just like time is fucking passing me by. And I'm just like, where did all this fucking time go? Like, April's already halfway over. That blows my fucking mind. So yeah, terrible sleep. The figure video was brutal. South Park. What else? I have a list of stuff to talk about. Watched some wrestling. I watched one movie. I watched the rest of the Vice Principal show. That was fun. We'll talk about that later. What other things have I been up to? Oh, I've been doing some gaming. Yes, been doing a lot of gaming because with shitty sleep and just me being awake at all fucking hours, it's been kind of filled in with some gaming. I've been playing the shit out of Overwatch again. Got really into it. There's just something about playing Mystery Heroes in a competitive setting. It just really did it for me. I really enjoyed it. And now that that's done and the new season started, I've still been kind of playing, but I've kind of had my fill, where it's like, I think I'm tapped out on Overwatch. But actually, another game I started playing, or tried to, I used to really like CSGO. I was never really good at the game, but I always enjoyed watching it, especially in a competitive setting. And right now they're doing some tournament to kind of find the people that are qualifying for the upcoming CSGO major. I don't know if anybody cares about this, but whatever. And I was kind of watching it. I don't know, it kind of came up on my radar. Actually, you know what it was? The announcement of CSGO 2. CSGO 2, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I remember CSGO. I was like, oh man, I haven't checked out CSGO in a like hot minute. That's exactly what happened. I forgot that they announced CSGO 2, which actually looks pretty good, I would say. I like the stuff visually that they've done with it. I think it looks a lot cleaner, and apparently it's supposed to be a lot smoother from Global Offensive, so looking forward to that. And so I watched some pro matches, whatever, and I'm like, damn, it's been a while since I played some CSGO. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like update it, make sure my game's good to go, and I want to play some CSGO again. And I was actually checking the Steam page, and last time I played CSGO was March 2020. So it's been over 3 years since I last played it. I was just like, holy shit, I can't believe it's been that long. And I played it. I played my favorite game mode, which is Arms Race. I just find it to be a fun way to kind of warm up. That's kind of what Mystery Heroes was before for me, where it was kind of a fun way to warm up before I played like competitive and stuff. And then eventually just like I got so out of competitive with Overwatch, I was just like, I'm just gonna... Mystery Heroes ended up being like my go-to game mode. That's what I enjoyed playing. And anyways, for CSGO, I would always play Arms Race, which is basically gun game, Call of Duty gun game, where you get a gun, you gotta get some kills, then you make some progress, and then you eventually like go to the next level. Like you'll start with like shotguns or something, and then you'll go to like submachine guns and light machine guns and stuff like that. So I played maybe 3 games or something like that. I got absolutely wrecked. I wasn't expecting to do well, because, you know, if you're jumping from Overwatch to CSGO, you're in for a fucking brutal time, because one is all about precision, and the other one is all about, I don't really know how you describe Overwatch, but with CSGO, it's all about precision. It's all about aiming for the head, just blasting some fool with a fucking AK-47. And with Overwatch, it's all about like abilities and stuff. It's a hero shooter, so accuracy is not as important. It's integral, but you can get away with not having good aim, especially if you play a healer. Like, let's say you play Lucio, for example. You can kind of just do whatever the fuck you want. You know, you shoot your gun, no one's gonna be mad at you if you don't have like, you're not pumping out damage, because that's not your role. But aiming is integral for a healer, in the case of like Zenyatta, Ana, who's like a healing sniper. So going into going into CSGO, I knew I was in for a brutal awakening. And I already knew that, because like I said, I used to play CSGO, was never the greatest at it. I was like slightly below average. At one point I would say I was average, because I feel like with me, my downside was always my aim, where tactics and the maps and grenades and stuff and knowing what angles to hold, I had all that down pat. It was always the aiming at the head. You know, when I first started playing CSGO, I never used an assault rifle. I would always use the automatic shotgun, the M10, and that became my fucking baby. And then eventually later on, it got to a point where it's like, no, I need to learn how to aim. I can't get away with doing this fucking shotgun bullshit with, you know, as I progress up in rank. I don't even remember what rank I got, but, anyway, so yeah, I ended up playing some CSGO, and I got absolutely shit on. I don't want to say shit on. I did not good. But, I had fun, which is, you know, important. But, yeah, after those 3 games, I was like, you know, maybe that's enough CSGO for, one day. I might go back and try and get back into it, but maybe when CSGO 2 comes out, where everyone's kind of on an even playing field, where right now there's just a bunch of like cracked out players on CSGO that have been playing for like years. Actually, what's funny, when I logged on to CSGO, I got my 10-year veteran coin. I was like, holy shit, I've owned this game for 10 years. It's insane. So I will update if I play more CSGO, but I definitely see some more fucking Overwatch in my future. I'm just addicted, and I fucking hate it with a passion. But what else have I been up to? Let me go back to my list. Thankfully, I write out a nice list, because I can't remember my topics or whatever I want to talk about. Oh, it's been hot as shit lately. I don't know why I wrote that down. But I do know why I wrote that down. I did not get a good night's sleep the past few nights. It's just been so fucking hot. Oh my god. And it's like, it's not even summer. It's barely fucking spring. And it is like melt your face off hot. I personally, I hate the heat. I hate summer. I hate spring. Anything with the sun out, not my favorite. I'm more of a winter guy. Fall's my favorite season. I like sweater weather. That's my favorite kind of weather. So now it's like so fucking hot. It's like hard to sleep. Just sucks. I don't know how hot it is where you guys are, but it's supposed to go back down. There's even supposed to be snow and shit coming up in the next few weeks. We're just in like a heat spell right now, but it's supposed to go back to normal because I want rain. It's April. April showers brings May's flowers. And right now it's been like a little bit of April showers brings May's unbearable heat, and I'm not a fan of that. I know the heat's gonna come, but you know, give it a few more months and then I'll be happy. Summer's only good for one thing, and that's just women dressing like sluts. That's it. I don't want to say sluts. Dressing, barely wearing anything. That's the best way to describe it. That's the only upside of summer. Other than that, it sucks. It's the worst season, and I like the cold. That's just me. What else do I have on this list? Oh, well, this can kind of lead into the next topic. I tried Prime for the first time. This is Logan Paul's drink. I kind of got enticed to drink it because I watched WrestleMania, and anytime you see Logan Paul, he's kind of always promoting that drink. And I was at a convenience store. I was just looking to buy some stuff, like some snacks, some drinks. And whenever you go to like a convenience store, bodega, as they call them in New York, the first thing I like to do is I like to start out with a drink. Get a nice drink, whether it be like an energy drink, a sweet drink, like a juice, maybe something you've never had. Second, looking at everything in the fridge, nothing really enticed me, and I saw the Prime, and I was like, okay, Prime's there. What flavor do I want to get? So they had 4 flavors. They had red, blue, green, and a bottle with 3 colors on it. So it was a green bottle, blue bottle, red bottle, and the 4th bottle was red, white, and blue. God bless America. There was a bunch of the other ones. There's only one of the red, white, and blue. It's Ice Pop, that's the flavor for it. So I'm like, you know what? This kind of reminds me of the old popsicles that I used to have as a kid. I think they were rocket ships, if I remember correctly. And it's funny, when I went to cash out, there was some kid that was, he just walked in. It was 2 young kids. And as I was paying for my drink, one of them started talking to me and was like, oh shit, have you ever tried the Prime? It's really good. And I'm like, no, this is the first time I'm going to try it. And he's like, oh, you gotta try the blueberry. And I'm like, okay, I will. I didn't really want to talk to him because he was just like some annoying little kid. And they like came in to buy candy or ice cream or some shit. They were by this little like, the ice cream chest. And I was just like, I just want to pay for my drink and go home. And he's like, oh, you gotta try the blueberry. And I was like, just nodding my head, just trying to ignore him. I feel like such an asshole telling this story now. So he's like, yeah, you should try the blueberry flavor. I'm like, okay. He's like, have you ever tried it? I'm like, no, this is my first one. He's like, oh, you gotta try the blueberry. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna try this one. Next time I'll take your recommendation of blueberry. He's like, oh, okay. And as I'm going back home, crossing the street, he starts yelling at me, hey, did you try your drink? Did you try your drink yet? And I was like, God damn, why won't this kid leave me the fuck alone? I gave him a thumbs up. I'm like, yeah, I tried it. It's delicious. I didn't say anything. I just gave him a thumbs up. Like, yeah, good. It was great. I enjoyed it. Best drink of my life. But yeah, even before I went home and left, so I went to the thing, I paid for it, and the guy was like, $5.65, and I was like, what the fuck? I know convenience stores and shit like to jack up the prices on stuff, but this drink was $5? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I paid for it. I didn't make a big deal. I'm just like, okay, interesting. But inside, I was like, oh my god, this drink is $5 plus tax? What the fuck? That is so expensive for like a bottle of whatever the fuck this is. So anyways, I pay the money, go home. Kid bothers me on my way home. Give him a thumbs up, whatever. And I'm like, you know what, this drink's probably better refrigerated. So I throw it in the fridge, and I'm like, you know what, I'm pretty excited to try it. All I've been hearing about Prime is that it's just sold out on every store. I don't know if that's just the States or all of North America. I'm not sure. And I ended up trying it, and I've got to say, it was actually really good. At least the flavor I tried. Like I said, the flavor is called Ice Pop. It's a red, white, and blue bottle. And it was actually quite enjoyable. I don't know how you would describe the drink. I'm assuming it's just kind of like flavored water type stuff. Like, they just call it a hydration drink, but I don't know what the fuck that means. Because isn't every drink a hydration drink? You drink stuff to get hydrated. So I don't know if this has like special hydration. I'm not sure. It also comes in a can, which I think is different. I think the one in the can's an energy drink. I could be mistaken. I'm not up to date on all my Prime stuff. But I would say I had the drink once, and I would probably have it again. I enjoyed it that much. And I was expecting to hate it, because I'm just not a fan of Logan Paul. He hasn't really given me many reasons to become a fan. And we're going to take that opportunity to switch into wrestling talk. Watch WrestleMania Night 1. That's actually all I watched. Out of all the wrestling that I said I was like planning on watching, I only ended up watching WrestleMania Night 1. Not just WrestleMania Night 1. So I watched WrestleMania Night 1, and I watched the Raw and SmackDown after WrestleMania. And WrestleMania Night 1 happened. Cool, whatever. I didn't watch it live. I did check to see which match main evented, and it was a tag team title match. And I was like, alright, cool, that's awesome. And then, whatever, I'm just like, I'm going to watch it later. And then Night 2 happened. I was like, do I want to watch it? Because my options were either, I'm going to record Gotham Knights or South Park, or I'm going to watch WrestleMania. At least the main event. That's really the only thing I was interested in. So, I'm like, what do I want to do in this situation? I'm like, you know what? I need to watch the main event. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. Is Cody going to win? Is Roman going to win? Where does it go from here? Like, I just had to know, because I'm like, there's something in my stomach telling me, yeah, you got to watch. Something's going to happen. Something crazy's going to fucking happen. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch it live. I watched Night 2, the main events, live, and, yeah, wow. Wow. That was something. We'll talk about it later, because like I said, I did watch post-Raw WrestleMania, post-SmackDown WrestleMania, because that was what, like I talked about before, wrestling talk. I'm like, that's really what I'm excited for. Like, WrestleMania is going to be cool and all, but what's going to happen after? Is Jay White going to make a return? Is Jay White going to make a debut? Is Cody Rhodes going to be champion? You know, what are they going to do with the bloodline? Are they going to bring back Orton? Like, who are they going to bring back? Who are they going to call up from NXT? There's just so many variables. Like, where do they go from here? You know, it's kind of like for them to press the restart button. So I was like, yeah, let's watch the post-Mania Raw. And holy shit, that show sucked so much fucking dick. You know, it was funny. I've kind of been on like a wrestling kick, right? Like, I've been getting back into wrestling. And between Night 2 of Mania and that post-Mania Raw especially, I could not give a fuck about wrestling anymore. Like, that absolutely killed all my interest. Like, before I was like, man, what's gonna happen? Like, I haven't been this interested in wrestling in quite some time. And yeah, that's all out the fucking window now. I could not give a shit about what's happening now. I have not kept up with it besides the post-Mania shows. Sucked something fucking fierce. Now, the SmackDown was better than the Raw, but I had some high expectations for that Raw and was severely disappointed. So we'll start in chronological order. So like I said, I only watched Mania Night 1, and I watched the Raw and SmackDown. So we'll start with the WrestleMania Night 1. I thought it was a really good show, like from top to bottom. There was matches that were there that I thought were going to suck, and were actually pretty good. The one in particular that I'm thinking of is the women's match, the six-woman tag team match. I was like, oh my god, this thing is gonna suck. You got Trish and Lita, who don't really wrestle consistently. Like, they're gonna be botching everywhere. Like, they were good in their time, but you know, they're part-timer slash not really doing much lately. More so Trish, because Lita's been on TV lately as the tag champs with Becky. So I'm like, oh man, this match could really go bad fast. But that match actually really surprised me. Like I said, all of night one was pretty good. So we'll start from the top of the show. So the show starts out with Miz and Snoop Dogg. They come out, they hype the show up, whatever. That's just how they started it. First match on WrestleMania Night 1. We had Austin Theory versus John Cena US title match. This was a pretty good match. I think everyone kind of expected this to be the outcome that happened, which was Austin Theory winning and retaining his title. That sets up a potential rematch in the future, which we'll have to wait to see, maybe SummerSlam. Out of everything on the card, I would probably say this is the worst match on the card. It was just like it was pretty good, but it didn't blow me away at any point. It was very average. But one thing I did like about the match was Cena's entrance, where he had a bunch of Make-A-Wish kids involved in his entrance. That was a really cool, heartfelt moment. So next match, we had the men's WrestleMania showcase tag team thing, which was Viking Raiders, Alpha Academy, Street Profits, and Ricochet and Braun Strowman. They randomly had Titus O'Neil doing commentary, which I was just like, what the fuck? Why is he doing commentary? This is so random. Maybe he's been doing commentary on Raw and SmackDown periodically. Possibly, I'm not too sure, but just having him here in this match, I was just like, what the fuck? He's not even like some acclaimed tag team wrestler. Like, he was part of a tag team. He's part of a couple tag teams, you know, the Primetime Players. Another team that, you know, no one probably remembers is him and Heath Slater. They were the Slater Gators or something like that. That didn't go on for too long, but yeah, he's not like this tag team specialist. I really don't know why they had him here. It's very random. But anyways, the match was good. A lot of fun. The Street Profits ended up picking up the victory. Just a very fun, non-stop action tag team match. Can't say anything bad about this. Really enjoyable. Kind of wish it was a little bit longer. If this was going to be a showcase, I think the match went about 8 minutes. It's WrestleMania, fuck it. The restraints are kind of off. So I felt like they could have done a little bit more stuff. Everyone had a chance to shine, which was cool, but I just wish it went slightly longer. So speaking of Prime earlier, our next match, Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. I really enjoyed the promo package before this match because honestly, I didn't really care about it. I knew the reason they were having the match is because of the spot at the Royal Rumble and the spot at the Elimination Chamber. But I'm like, you know, I really don't care about this match. But after watching the promo package, it actually got me excited for it, which is pretty good. Yeah, overall, really good match, I would have to say, and Seth Rollins ended up picking up the victory here. This was actually my first Logan Paul match that I watched. I've always heard good reviews about his previous matches, and I've seen clips and stuff, but this was actually my first Logan Paul match watching from beginning to finish, and yeah, it was really good. I don't know if it was my favorite match on the show, but it was definitely top 2 or 3 matches on the show that I really enjoyed. I thought they had a great story, great spots, very enjoyable. I wanted to hate it because I don't really like Logan Paul as a person, but I gotta give him props. He's a fantastic wrestler and a great athlete. And there was an awesome spot in the match where KSI came out as a bottle of Prime, and he ended up getting put through a table. That was a cool spot. I actually really like that. You know, you see what they're setting up, and it's like, oh yeah, they're going to get this big viral moment, kind of like when Logan did that big elbow on Roman Reigns, and this time you got KSI involved. But then, you know, what they did with Seth, pulling KSI onto the table and Logan landing on him, I just thought it was beautifully executed. Next match, we have the 6-woman tag team match, which is Damage Control, consisting of Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Bayley, taking on the team of Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch. This is actually a good match. I actually really enjoyed it. Obviously, the babyfaces won here, Trish, Lita, and Becky. Like I mentioned, I had very low expectations going into this match because you've got 2 part-timers coming in here, and obviously you knew that they probably weren't going to wrestle too much of the match, but I would say they wrestled quite a bit, especially Trish. She had a lot of spots in this match, and the match went way longer than I was expecting. It went like 16 minutes or something like that. I was expecting it to be like 8 minutes, similar to the tag team match earlier, but they really gave it time, and they didn't fuck up a lot of stuff. I thought it was really good. Also, Trish still looks fucking incredible. My God, she looked fantastic here. I have a special spot in my heart for Trish because because she was part of my sexual awakening as a kid. So yeah, seeing her here, she looked damn good. So shout out to Trish. And I saw what they did with her on this past episode of Monday Night Raw, where she turned on Becky. So they're going to be setting up a feud, and apparently that match is going to happen in SummerSlam. So I don't know what the fuck they're going to do from now until August, but whatever. After this, we had Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. I'm going to be honest, I haven't really kept up with it too much. I've seen a couple of the segments, like I saw the angle at Clash of the Castle where Dominic turned. I saw the Thanksgiving segment because a lot of people were talking about that. I saw the Christmas one because people were talking about that. But I haven't really seen too much on like a week-to-week basis, like Dom with the Judgment Day and stuff. So seeing this promo package, I thought they did an awesome job with it, and it really told the story. Both of them had really cool entrances. I really liked Rey's with Snoop Dogg, and they did the tribute to Eddie and stuff. That was awesome. And Dom had a cool entrance as well, coming out in the shackles and stuff. And this was another match that was just really good. I wouldn't say I had low expectations or whatnot for this match. I didn't know what to expect because I haven't seen too much of Dom wrestle. I knew Rey because Rey is Rey. I've been watching him for a long time. But Dominic, you know, this is a big stage. He can crumble with the nerves. So I was kind of like, oh, you know, this could go bad. But I've got to say, this match was another really good match. They beat the shit out of each other, father and son. They had the great story on top of it, and Rey ended up picking up the victory. There was a little bit of shenanigans in the match, where there was some interference from Judgment Day and the LWO, and Bad Bunny got involved when he grabbed the chain, which was kind of expected, because obviously they're building towards something for Backlash, because Backlash is going to be in Puerto Rico. And Bad Bunny is going to be hosting it. I'm assuming he's going to be wrestling there. We'll talk more about Bad Bunny on the post-Mania Raw, where he took a brutal bump. Holy shit, it was nasty. But yeah, as far as this match goes, I actually really enjoyed it. After that, we had the women's title match, the SmackDown women's title match, where we had Charlotte Flair defending her title against the Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley. And again, another really good match. This one I had higher expectations unlike some of the other matches, because I know these guys can, or girls can go. I knew they were going to beat the shit out of each other and put it all on the line, and they did. And a lot of people say this was probably the best match on night one or even WrestleMania weekend, and it was really good. I still like the Logan Paul Seth Rollins more, I would say. That would probably be my match of the night for the first night of WrestleMania. There were, like I said, all the matches were really good, so it's kind of hard to pick my favorite, but I'd probably go Seth and Logan. But the women's title match I thought was fantastic. They beat the shit out of each other. Charlotte took a brutal bump. Oh my God, she took a released German suplex. So Rhea goes for the suplex, tosses Charlotte, you know, like a regular German suplex, but it was the release one, so she was going to land on her stomach. But she ends up landing face first. Oh my God, that looked fucking brutal. Holy shit, that's probably one of the worst bumps I've seen in quite some time. Yeah, Rhea's the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Again, we'll talk more about her later. After that, they had a segment with The Miz and Snoop Dogg. Whatever, they just ended up setting up a match against Pat McAfee. It was okay. There's nothing terrible. Some football player got involved. This is basically their media moment where it's like, oh look, we got Pat McAfee, we got Snoop Dogg, we got this football player, and then they end up being played on like all over social media and ESPN and all that stuff. So that's what this was, their, you know, celebrity moments, and it was alright. I didn't mind it. And then we had the main event, which I was very happy to see. What was the main event? The Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn undisputed tag team title match. I like the fact, especially in the press conference and on SmackDowns and Raws after that, where they mentioned that, you know, this is the first time a tag team title match has headlined a WrestleMania. Well, first tag team title match, but the second tag team match ever in main event in WrestleMania history since WrestleMania 1. So I'm glad they're bringing that up because it's a big milestone for the tag teams. But yeah, this is another match. I was really looking forward to this one. This was a really good match. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win and are the new Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Great back and forth match. A lot of close near falls. Times where you thought the Usos were going to retain. And just told a great story. And it was a nice culmination for that story. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a perfect way to end night one. Very happy about that. A couple other cool things. Michael Cole mentioning El Generico on commentary. That was really cool. I was like, holy shit. And the tribute gear Owens and Sami Zayn had. They had the gorilla for PWG. That was really cool. Just a lot of cool moments in this match. I really enjoyed this. But yeah, I thought it was an awesome way to end the show. Crowd loved it. Crowd loved the whole thing. Thought it was a great show from top to bottom. I know a lot of people have said WrestleMania, night one, everything went well. Night two, that's where, shit hit the fan. But I didn't watch night two, so I can't comment on it. I've got to sit down and watch it from top to bottom. I did watch most of the main event, but not going to really talk about it until I get, the full review. But, yeah, night one of WrestleMania, I can't say enough good things. I thought it was a solid show. And then we've got the post-Mania and post-SmackDown, which I had very high expectations for. But even before that, so right after WrestleMania, huge success. They made a lot of money, sent attendance records, whatever. Literally the next day, they announced the merger of UFC and WWE. So I thought that kind of sucked. That was just super shitty timing where, you have this big weekend for WWE that they've been kind of building towards, and then it's overshadowed by this merger announcement. I don't know, I felt like it kind of trumped the WrestleMania weekend, so I wasn't really a fan of that. But as far as the merger, I don't really have any thoughts on it, to be honest. I don't expect things to change regarding WWE, at least now what's happening on TV, at least with the merger. But if we have Vince McMahon coming back, where he's involved again in creative, and apparently he was involved with this post-Mania Raw, which a lot of people are attributing to it being a complete shit show. I don't know if Vince is back permanently, but as far as the merger, I don't really have any thoughts on it. I could care less, to be honest. I don't think it's going to affect anything. That's why I really don't care. I think people are just kind of making it a big deal, because it is a big talking point. But I don't see it affecting anything, at least in the short term, maybe long term. But for now, it's just it's news. So as far as post-Mania Raw, I had pretty high expectations, especially after night two, where Roman ended up defending his title, or retaining his title. I was like, man, what the fuck are they going to do on post-Mania Raw? They really got to do something crazy here. And, yeah, they did not. This post-Mania Raw show, I thought, was utter fucking garbage. My God. I remember I stopped watching wrestling on a weekly basis. Watching a 3-hour show, then nothing fucking happened, or maybe, it's me and, the other fans, where we just have this expectation. Post-Mania Raw, holy shit, we're in for a treat. And, yeah, it was nothing. There was no treat. It sucked. The show was brutal to watch. They had 4 matches. I think all of them sucked except one. And as far as the show goes, nothing really important happens, I would say. I don't know. We'll talk about some of the big talking points. So yeah, the show started out with Triple H coming out and, he talked about the merger, and he said nothing's going to change and blah, blah, blah. That was fine. I thought it was going to be more of a different announcement, but whatever. What else is on this show that happened that is worth talking about? Oh, the Bad Bunny thing. We'll talk about Bad Bunny. So they continued the angle from WrestleMania where, Ray beat Dominic, and on Raw, Ray had a match with Austin Theory. Dominic got involved, whatever. And anyways, post-match angle, Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio end up kind of getting in Bad Bunny's face. Then Bad Bunny gets involved. He punched Dominic or something. Anyways, it ends up with Priest taking Bad Bunny and chokeslamming him through the announce table. And this looked fucking horrendous. I don't know why they went with a chokeslam for this bump. Okay, you want to put him through the table? Cool. But he does the Razor's Edge, and the Razor's Edge is a pretty safe move where, he takes the guy, he gently tosses him, and he just lands on the floor. And he could have done that through the table. Or with the chokeslam has been said by a lot of wrestlers, brutal bump to take. Landing on your head, your neck, your upper back. it fucks you up a lot. And doing a chokeslam on an unexperienced person was even worse of an idea. So that chokeslam spot, I wouldn't have done it, but yeah. I thought they killed Bad Bunny with it. Like, I thought he really hurt his ear, because that's immediately what he held. Because whenever somebody takes a move and they're not holding a part of the body that, you know, it's like if someone, if CM Punk gives somebody a go to sleep, right? Knee to the face, they should be selling their face. But they took the GTS and they're holding their knee, because, you know, when they came down for the move, they tweaked their knee or something. Then it's like, oh shit, they're in a lot of pain right now, if they're not even selling the finisher. And that's kind of what happened here, where he was just selling his ear. And I was like, oh god, hopefully nothing happened to it. But yeah, this was a scary choke slam that could have gone extremely wrong. One of the worst segments on this post-Mania Raw, which I was just like, holy fuck, what a waste of time. So you have Seth Rollins come out, he was in the back, whatever, and he's like, oh, the party, he's talking about a party, whatever, he's like, I'm gonna come to the ring, and that's where the party is. He goes to the ring, and the crowd is just singing a song, whatever. They even cut to a commercial fucking break, and Rollins is still standing in the ring, and people are singing a song, whatever, and then you know what happens? He just fucking leaves. He just leaves the goddamn ring, and that's the segment. I was so angry after watching this segment. And this happened in like the middle of the show. So the show was kind of slowly, you know, happening, whatever. It's like, oh, it's kind of uneventful, it's kind of boring, whatever. And then to have this fucking segment, I was like, okay, this show sucks, massive dick. And I think it's only going to get worse from here. And it kind of did. The only thing worth of note, I would say, is the return of Matt Riddle. I wouldn't even say that what happened in the main event was newsworthy, because we kind of all knew what was going to happen. But the return of Matt Riddle was cool. At least, you know, someone made a debut / return, and that ended up being Riddle. But anyways, the biggest news that came out of the Raw was the main event, which was Cody and Brock Lesnar versus Roman and Solo Sikoa. And what do you figure? Nothing ends up happening. The match never happens because Lesnar turns on Cody. He ends up beating the shit out of Cody for like 8 minutes. And the show ends. So, yeah, I was hoping they'd at least wrestle a little bit, but it didn't even get to the match. They were doing the intros for the match. All right, now hailing from blah, blah, blah. Like during that, then the match went to shit and Brock turned on Cody. And now it's going to be Brock and Cody. It's, I think, Backlash. I don't know. I really, really don't care, to be honest with you. I think it was the wrong decision. I think Cody should have beat Roman. We'll talk more about that in the next episode. And then what happened on Post-Mania SmackDown, I watched like the first hour, and I didn't really find it too interesting. I ended up just not watching the rest. One thing I was kind of excited about for the SmackDown show was like, okay, so for Raw, they're like, all right, Triple H is going to come out, he's going to cut a promo, and he's going to make a big announcement. He's going to address the universe, whatever. And it's like, okay, cool. And you know, whatever, he talked about the merger and how nothing's going to happen. And then when they were promoting SmackDown, it's like, all right, Triple H is going to come out, he's got an announcement, you know, he's going to address the WWE universe. I'm like, all right, here's where it's going to happen. Raw was kind of a shit show, whatever. Vince was involved somehow, if he was. SmackDown, all right, Vince isn't there, whatever. Something cool is going to happen. And nothing really. He just talked about how the draft is going to be coming up. But no one really gives a shit because the draft never fucking applies. You know, it applies for the first 2 weeks and then it just kind of goes to shit, so it's like, who gives a shit about the draft at this point? If you enforce it, cool. If not, it's just going to be the same old shit. So after that announcement, I was just like, yeah, I'm done watching. So I didn't even watch the rest of SmackDown. So yeah, night one, WrestleMania. Can't say enough good things. Everything that followed, especially that Raw and SmackDown, I feel very deflated. Especially me as a fan who hasn't really been following too hardcore the past few years. And then I would say the past 6-8 months, I've been kind of getting back into wrestling. You know, Cody's back. That's exciting. The Royal Rumble, Road to WrestleMania. And I'm like, okay, shit. I see a lot of momentum going on here. I'm kind of excited about things that are going on. And then for nothing to really change, it kind of killed it for me. So my interest level in wrestling has completely fucking dropped after these shows. And I don't know. I'm still gonna watch night 2 and watch some of the other shows, the Ring of Honor one and stuff. But yeah, holy fuck, WWE just absolutely tanked on momentum. Could not believe it. One last thing for wrestling news was someone who I thought was gonna debut post WrestleMania, Jay White. He ended up going to AEW, which I was very, very surprised about because, you know, he's someone who I feel could do bigger stuff, be put on like a big platform in WWE. And when I think of him in AEW, I'm just like, he's just gonna get lost so fucking fast. Like, it's not even funny. His first week in AEW, he helped Juice Robinson attack Ricky Starks. So it looks like he's feuding with Ricky. First and foremost, right there, putting him with Juice Robinson, I wouldn't say is the most exciting thing because Juice Robinson has not been positioned in AEW to be a fucking top guy or anything. You signed him and he's barely fucking appeared. And then you have this big free agent. You're like, oh yeah, we're going to put him with this guy who barely appears. I'm like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? And then on the second week, the episode of AEW that just happened, they cut a promo saying, oh yeah, they are going to be called Bullet Club Gold. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're going to NWO yourself? Or, you know, you got Bullet Club, and this is what Bullet Club Gold is supposed to be, the wolf pack of NWO, of Bullet Club, whatever the fuck. Like, I'm not a fan of where this is headed, because another thing wasn't he kicked from fucking Bullet Club in New Japan? And now he's still part of the Bullet Club, but they're not really Bullet Club. They're their own, like, Bullet Club Gold, but they have no affiliation with Bullet Club. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I think it's dumb. I hate it. I would have liked to see him in WWE. In AEW, he's just another guy. And here's another thing for Jay White. Yeah, he makes his big return, or he makes his big debut, whatever. And then guess what happens? Next week, Jeff Hardy makes his return and completely triumphs everything Jay White does. So Jay White went from being, oh yeah, he's a big deal, he's in AEW, and it's like, oh, but Jeff Hardy's back. Who the fuck cares about Jay White? So we'll have to wait to see for the Jay White stuff, but maybe he made the right choice. Only time will tell, so we'll have to wait to see. That's all I got for wrestling talk this week. And then we'll just jump into the stuff that I watched in these past few weeks. It hasn't been too much. I watched one movie, and I watched the second season of Vice Principals, which is a show we talked about in the last episode. I watched season 1. We'll talk about Vice Principals first. Season 2, the season finale, or series finale, because it is only 2 seasons. So I talked about season 1 in the last episode, like I just mentioned. And with season 1, it wasn't really what I was expecting. I thought it was kind of disappointing, where I was expecting this comedy, and I didn't really get that comedy. It was more of a drama. And I wasn't really a big fan of season 1. But with season 2, I thought it was really good. So I'll just give a quick synopsis on Vice Principals. So it's this TV show starring Danny McBride and Walton Goggins. They play vice principals, and the principal of their school ends up having to leave, and they both want to become principal, but the school board ends up assigning a principal, so they are still vice principals. They fuck with the principal, whatever, they make her life a living hell, and then something happens in the final episode. There is another thing that also happens in the final episode where it leads into the whole thing with season 2, kind of a mystery. But I'll say season 2 was much better than season 1. Season 2 was kind of what I was hoping season 1 would be, where with season 2, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really funny, way funnier than season 1 was. Season 1 had some funny moments, but with season 2, I thought every episode had funny moments, where, like I said, with season 1, there was a lot of serious moments intertwined with the funniness, and I think overshadowed the comedy. Where with season 2, comedy was the main factor. There was not any drama. If there was, it was very little. It was very, very funny compared to season 1. In season 2, like I said, it picks up from season 1, and the whole story of the season revolves around Danny McBride's character trying to figure out who did what to him at the end of season 1. I'll just say how season 1 ended. He ends up getting shot in the parking lot. With season 2, his whole thing is he wants to find out who shot him. And he's got a list of suspects, you know, the lady, the former principal, the current principal, his ex-wife, a bunch of different people. I thought it was really funny. And there's a nice story that carries throughout the whole season. One thing I like about this show is it is a very short one if you're interested in checking it out. It's 2 seasons, 9 episodes each, 18 episodes in total, and they're 30-minute episodes. If you're interested in checking it out, it's available on HBO. I would say as a whole, I thought it was a pretty good story. I didn't know what to expect with Season 2 after coming off Season 1, but I will say Season 2 is definitely funnier than Season 1, and I think Season 2 is worth checking out. Season 1's alright, there's some good acting and good storytelling there, but what I went in expecting was comedy, and I didn't really get that in Season 1. They more than made up for it with Season 2, so I really, really enjoyed it. And if you're looking for a funny show, I would say check it out. Like I said, very bingeable, 18 episodes, 2 seasons, 30 minutes each. And with Season 2, I found myself, after watching one episode, I'm like, alright, I gotta watch the next one. And I ended up binging through this pretty quickly, where with Season 1, I was kind of like, ugh. But overall, very enjoyable show, and I would say I'm glad I watched it. I like Danny McBride, and I thought he did a great job. Yeah, Vice Principals, check it out. And then the one movie I watched was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Very random, I know. I just kept seeing it recommended to me, and that was just kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, it's constantly recommended to me. The algorithm thinks I should watch it, so it's like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna watch the movie. And I watched the first Sonic the Hedgehog whenever that came out, and I enjoyed it. It was way better than what I was expecting it to be. And I was gonna rewatch it before watching this one, but I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch the second one. And I've got to say, I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was really fun, good voice acting. Jim Carrey, I thought was a lot of fun. You know, he's his typical crazy self. I thought the movie was a little long. We'll talk about that later. If you watch the first one, the second one's a complete continuation of it, where Robotnik comes back to Earth, and he aligned himself with Knuckles, and they're hunting for the Master Emerald, and then Sonic ends up teaming up with Tails. You know, they're trying to stop Robotnik and Knuckles and stuff like that, so. Fun little story. I was interested to see how they were going to do Tails and Knuckles, because introducing like 2 big characters at the same time, I was like, oh, one's going to overshadow the other. But I thought they were cool additions. I thought they were handled quite well. I thought both their voice actors were good. With Knuckles, he was voiced by Idris Elba, and I thought he was one of the better parts of the movie. I really enjoyed Knuckles' character. And then with Tails, he was actually voiced by a lady called Colleen O'Schnauzy. And I was like, oh man, that's an interesting name. I want to look up her voice credits. And actually, the lady that ended up voicing Tails is a lady that voiced Sora in Digimon. That probably means nothing to anybody, but it does to me because I watched Digimon as a kid, and Sora was one of the main characters. And when I was like, oh my god, she voiced Sora? I was like, I had a new appreciation for her as Tails, so I thought that was a really cool thing. Yeah, overall, I thought it was a very enjoyable movie. I did say it was a little long. As far as the movie, like, whenever it's Sonic-focused, or Robotnik, or Knuckles, or basically anybody who's kind of part of the main cast, it's good, but there was this whole scene with, like, a wedding, and I just thought it dragged the movie down completely. Holy fuck, it was like hitting a brick wall. Like, you know, imagine Sonic, we're going super speed, and he just ends up crashing face first into a brick wall. That's exactly what happened in this movie. He didn't crash into a brick wall, but metaphorically, this movie crashed into a brick wall with that whole fucking wedding scene. Just killed the fucking momentum of the movie for me. So yeah, if they like cut that out and or trimmed it down a little bit, I thought it could have been really good. But as far as what it is now with the wedding scene, it happens like right in the middle of the movie too, so if you do watch this, you can kind of skip through the wedding scene. You're not going to be missing anything. It doesn't involve any main characters. It sucks. Actually, I was checking this movie out a little bit. I was reading the Wikipedia, and apparently that Jim Carrey, that might be his last acting role, and I'm like, no, bro, you're so good as Robotnik. You really bring him to life. So hopefully they do a third movie. They are planning on doing a third movie. There was even the ending teaser. They did a post-credit scene that teased a third movie with another character appearing, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, I hope Jim Carrey does a third movie, man. I think he does a fantastic job as Robotnik. He was awesome in the first movie. He was really good here. And I'd be very disappointed if he's not in the third movie. And just one more thing, the final fight scene was actually really cool. Robotnik, he had this gigantic, like, kaiju-type mech suit. And Knuckles and Tails and Sonic, they all teamed together to take it out. So that was really cool. And then there was, you know, Sonic, something happened with him. And that was really cool what happened with him. It was just really good. I really enjoyed this movie. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't watch too much, but the stuff I did watch was good. So that is going to be it for me. I thought the game was pretty good. I kind of had low expectations, especially it coming from a handheld console, where I'm like, oh, this game is gonna, it might suck, but it was actually quite fun. The flying was a little bit to get used to, but it wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna make me like motion sick, and it did at some points, but for the most part, I had that stuff under control. So yeah, fun little game. Glad I finally got to check out that one. So again, that is going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep up with everything that's going on the channel. Check out Gotham Knights. Check out South Park, my new series. Check out the figure video if you have not checked it out already. And look forward to the next episode of Gangster Plays, episode 310, where we're going to be playing a random game. Yes, we're going to be going back to the marbles. We'll see what we get there. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep up with everything that's going on the channel. And I'll catch you guys next time. And until then, guys, peace out.